I'm so excited to break down Nikola Jokic, aka the Joker. As promised, in each player breakdown in the first video, I will show all the spectacular plays of that given player. If you have any better name suggestions instead of WoW, give me some feedback. That's just my reaction when I see these plays. I mixed in some unbelievable passes he makes as well. The things that impressed me most about Jokic is his soft hands. He might have the best hands in the NBA. He has unbelievable touch for his size and passing ability as well. He is often referred to as a point center because he can play as a traditional 5, however he has the ability to handle the ball and pass like a point guard. In fact, I'm almost positive he used to play point guard growing up.
Howard made 2 starts for the Lakers in the regular season. Murray, 8-point ball game. Jokic inside, Gary Harris all alone.
Jokic draws the double. Great passing big man. Murray will tee up a 3.
Final seconds, here comes Jokic, fires at the horn, and he buries it.
Down. He was not trying to hide the fact that it's been exhausting. He said
in the half, bumping, grinding, falling, firing, hitting.
George switches on to Jokic. Fadeaway jumper, good. He's just not engaged. Little sidestep.
He's one up from 3. Jokic the rebound. Down court, Millsap. The 30 points he averaged in that Utah series. Oh my goodness. Shot clock is down to 6. They quickly double and put him in a straight jacket, but somehow kind of jumping off, but Craig got out there. Jokic across the lane.
7-minute mark in this opening quarter, game 5, and a do-or-die night for Denver. Jokic,
one of the great defenders in the game. Jokic running into a wall, the 1-footer.
1-footer outside, that shot will not go. Nice down court pass over the shoulder.
Confidence, Ingles had that rim halfway down and out. The long pass complete to Grant. Touchdown.
His fadeaway. Jokic has made some headlines and some highlight reels recently with his patent single-foot fadeaway with his right foot turning over his left shoulder. What makes Jokic even better is he's able to turn over his right shoulder and hit the fadeaway as well. Usually big guys are only comfortable using one shoulder. I love the way the ball arcs on the shot, and his swishes are sweet to watch.
Jokic off the dribble. Off that right foot, shot is good going, and Davis can kind of pick and choose when he goes. Is pounding him. One of the great defenders in the game. Jokic running into a wall. The 1-footer.
Their second leading scorer, 20-point a game night, and their best 3-point shooter out.
Jokic and Gobert. You can watch that.
Their best 3-point shooter out. What they've been in.
He's got George on him. Shot clock at 1. Got it off in time.
Screen and stand. I made up this term specifically for Jokic because usually people either screen and roll or screen and pop, meaning they move a good amount of distance. Watching Jokic on film, it's almost as if he just sets the screen and stands in the general area waiting to get the ball back. It also surprised me of how many of these types of shots he shoots and makes in a game. In today's NBA, it is necessary to be able to shoot from 3. I want people to pay attention to how he is always stepping into his 3s and doesn't catch the ball right next to the 3-point line.
Here's Jokic for 3. He owned the early part of this game. Denver finished on an 11-3 run. Jokic, a very deep 3.
their best perimeter defender, guy they could have really used in this series against Mitchell. Shot clock down to 5. Jokic steps into an open 3.
It's all about matchups. And right now, the Utah Jazz feel they match up, as we see, extremely well.
In the league out of Baylor. There's Jokic. That's a long 3 over Gobert.
Passing. I think this is why people give him the nickname the Joker. It's probably the coolest nickname in the NBA. There are so many passes in his arsenal, it's hard to break down each individual one. I want you to pay attention to how he creates angles, and lastly, really focus on how he understands physics of the defensive player's positioning. For example, which way is their weight shifted and are they backpedaling? Is there a moment in time when guys are scrambling to switch to other guys, and he capitalizes on a split-second opportunity for an open layup for his teammates. He understands what passes he can make, even when it seems like the defense is in good position.
Ingles had that rim halfway down and out. The long pass complete to Grant. Touched. He stayed out of foul trouble, so Gobert has been a menace to the physical. Jokic taking his time. Nice finding.
Giving it to LeBron James.
Inside on him. The help comes. Jokic gives it up. Harris in the corner. Not on the floor. Jokic working on Caruso. Double counts Murray for 3.
But they came back and won to force this game 7.
Try to keep dominating in the paint as the Lakers have been.
Murray finds Jokic, who finds is up to three. And he gives it to Grant.
On the coach also. Jokic kicks it out. Harris for three. There's no ego with Jokic. Another beautiful
of them on this floor at the arena. There's a nice pass inside. Started by Davis. And there's Millsap. Gets free one. Jokic, a bullet pass.
Looking for Jokic. One-on-one with Harrell. Give and go. Craig.
Great shape. I mean, it's not a punishment as Jokic with a beautiful pass.
The best player for the Denver Nuggets. He finds a cutting. Grant and Jokic down low.
His presence is felt on the court, just like that.
Gary Harris.
They try to corral Murray. Gets right.
Had a couple of rebounds.
And this game, it's only taken 4 field goal attempts. As Grant.
Shot clock is down to 5. Monte Morris lets it.
And having your force pull.
Murray.
Boy, 31 points. Here's Murray. Little floater is
The mid post. You will notice the Nuggets are only running a few different actions to get him into the low post. From there, they trust him to basically play 1v1, and if they try to double him, the Nuggets trust he will make the correct pass. A funny thing I noticed as well is he puts all of his weight into his back downs, and any 2K players will find humor in this, because he starts backing down from the 3-point line to get to a spot. He has a beautiful face-up jumper with touch, and once he gets that going, he becomes almost impossible to stop. As you can see, in the mid-post, he can get really deep in his bag of moves. A great thing that he does is a quick rip and go when he senses the defense has become adjusted to a slower speed he moves at. People's perception of Jokic is that he is slow, but every few possessions in the game, he will use this move to draw a foul or get a quick layup because the defense isn't ready.
Play with their backs against the wall.
I tell you what, they sure do, and that shit.
Malone, he believes that one of the guys who will help set that tone, Monte Morris.
Malone calling on Torrey Craig. He'll be checking in momentarily. Jokic. Hot.
On back-to-back play. Here's Jokic. Good defensive time talent. On the offensive end, a guy that can knock down shots, and that's Jokic down low.
Jokic. One timeout left. Lakers in the penalty. Jokic backing his way down over Anthony. Second quarter minutes here. Jokic goes to work. Back and down. McGee just bullies it.
Because the defense is not acting quick enough on the book.
Couple of offensive rebounds. They cleared out. Jokic taking on Gobert. A spin. Jokic.
Get him to where he wants to get.
Jokic trying to turn the corner.
Come roll with Jokic.
Jokic turns the corner. All the way.
It wouldn't be a team effort. It'd be all about me. I did that thing. Jokic inside. Draw advantage of this matchup. Juwan Morgan got lost as game 7. The winner takes on the Clippers. Jokic. Gobert didn't go for the
same effervescent self as Jokic 10. Zubats will defend. Doubled by the claw. And a left half. Spinning on Harrell. Inside the rebound.
Gary Harris over to, boy, what a spin!
Jokic will drive into 2.
It's Harrell. Spins on him.
They run their offense here again. Jokic.
Oh, Jokic.
This is the most aggressive I've seen Jokic be. This is beautiful.
The Lakers a shout out, man.
There's Jokic on the drive. The reverse is
Floater. Big guys need to have this shot down, because sometimes on the roll, this is the opening to get a clear shot up without it being heavily contested. He is able to comfortably shoot the floater using either foot to explode to the basket.
Murray now got a player on the floor. KCP.
Mid-range. No, this isn't a broken record. You can see they run the same exact plays to get Jokic that mid-range jumper right at the free throw line. Good coaching is putting your players in a position to succeed. I'm sure when he practices his mid-range game, he trains smarter by shooting more mid-ranges at the free throw line area, because that's where he'll be shooting.
Pin spot?
0.46 of a person. Size, great strength, and great patience. Jokic from the free throw.
For 40 Lakers points at this point. 15 points scored. He's
Territory, the Utah Jazz.
Murray to Jokic. You'll hear that refrain. One, third most in an NBA playoff game. Whether it's Conley or Donovan Mitchell or even Joe Ingles. They've hit 3 threes. Conley just dropped his first three-pointer. And they're up 8
in the corner. Jokic flashes to the
personal foul. Denver has gone 2 of 5 to start. 6-er. They came out firing aggressively. Jokic, mid-ranger, Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Off to Jokic. And here comes Denver. Jokic at high screen. Got it from Murray. Wide open, top the key.
The other way he gets his mid-range shots are on short rolls. If you have any questions about what a short roll is, DM me, comment below, I will be happy to answer. And occasionally, he will find the soft spot if he sees fit in the flow of the offense to get a good quality rhythm mid-range shot.
Murray to Jokic, elbow jumper from Jokic.
Ball fake. If you haven't noticed in all of our player breakdowns of great players, they all use the ball fake effectively. You need to develop the ball fake and understand when to use it and why to use it.
Talented offensively. Pulls up for another 3.
8-4. Jokic gets Howard up back on the floor together once again. Nice pass for Denver. Inside Jokic taking Davis.